No Limit Squad, what up, man? It's your boy No Limit Kels, dog. We got a new video for y'all boys today. It's a reaction. The video is called 8 Worst Sports Injuries Caught on Live TV. Saw a little snippet of it on Instagram, so I'm gonna do a reaction for y'all boys today. Before you even start watching this reaction, go ahead and smash that like button for your dog. And if you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, dog. It's your boy No Limit Kels. Let's go and get right into it, dog. Let's go.
Clint Malarchuk was a Canadian ice hockey goaltender for the NHL from 1981 to 1992. He survived a life-threatening injury in 1989 when another player's skate blade sliced his and jugular vein, causing immediate massive blood loss. As an opposing team member skated down the rink,
that's my fear. That's why, bruh.
Sending his skate
I know I'm too big
to
even be ice skating, but I've never done it in my life. This is not me.
Out onto the
that
ice.
joke.
All Clint should do was try
boy,
to
that joke looks so dangerous. It don't look like we should be doing that.
Disgusted at the sight,
I'd rather
imploring that the cameras turn
I'd rather
away
go
from
cliff
the
diving
player.
or something to go ice skating,
lost
bro.
1.5 liters
Someone
of blood, and it took doctors a total of 300 stitches to close the 6-inch wound.
Reference right there.
In 1977, when Lakers power forward Kermit Washington punched Houston Rockets forward Rudy Tomjanovich, the game of basketball was never the same.
What?
Back in those days, being physical was just a part of the game. Roughing up an opposing player was often overlooked by refs.
That's when
During
basketball
the game,
was so
there was
physical,
a scuffle
boy.
between two players
Nowadays,
on opposing teams.
flop,
Tomjanovich
flop.
ran up right behind Washington, who turned around to deliver a nearly fatal right-hand punch to Tomjanovich's face.
Dang.
The hit knocked him to the floor, leaving him in a pool of blood. Rudy suffered a dislocated skull with spinal fluid leaking into his mouth. Famous Laker Kareem Abdul-Jabbar said the hit sounded like a melon being dropped onto concrete. This event has been described as the punch that changed professional basketball.
He knocked him out clean.
The NBA has established much stricter regulations in the fouling system. In 2013, University of Louisville basketball player Kevin Ware landed awkwardly.
Oh, I remember this. That championship was it? It was a championship season they had, boy.
Woo! And totally snapped. He
that
suffered
looked
a
just like
compound
Paul
fracture
George
to his
when he
right
broke
leg,
his
which left the
shin or
bone
whatever.
protruding several inches out of his shin.
I saw the
Players
real
on the
picture,
bench
boy. That
all
jerk
shuddered at the
crazy.
sight of the injury, while
I would
others
never
were unable
jump
to watch.
again
While
if that
lying
was
on the
me,
floor
bro.
of
I
the
promise you,
court,
I'm
Ware
never jumping
repeatedly said,
again.
"I'm fine. Just win the game." He was then carried off on a stretcher and taken
Think
to a
about
nearby
that, bro.
hospital. Miraculously,
Just
his
jump
team
your leg,
went on
snap.
to win not only the quarterfinals
your
but
leg
also
just do
the
this.
NCAA championship, where Kevin was allowed
They
the
went ahead
honor
and
of
won
cutting
that
the net
championship.
from the hoop.
That's crazy though, bro.
Because of
I just
Anquan
won't feel the same
Bolden's
ever
determination and tenacity, he has been described
Anquan
as one of the
Bolden is
toughest
traitor.
football players of all time.
He used to
During
play
the
for the
final
Ravens
seconds of a
and then he
2008 game against the New York
Right
Jets,
after they won the
Anquan went up
championship.
to catch a pass from Cardinals quarterback Kurt Warner. As the ball firmly entered his grasp, he was hit from the back, propelling his head forward into an opponent's helmet. The impact knocked him out cold and left him with severe injuries to the face and chin. He had surgery for a fractured sinus membrane, which required 7 plates and 40 screws to fix. After missing only 2 games, Anquan returned to the field.
It don't matter
and
when
shocked
someone
the
coming to hit you
stadium by
clean like
catching
that.
2
That's why they made
touchdown
that
passes.
new rule.
Getting hit in the face with a baseball going an average of 100 miles per hour can be fatal. Former Red Sox pitcher Bryce Flory can attest to this firsthand. In September of 2000, Flory sustained multiple injuries after getting hit with a line drive straight to his face. He wasn't able to get his mitt up in time. As the baseball smashed into his cheekbone, he instantly fell to the ground, writhing in pain, blood gushing from his cheek and right eye. When he sat up, he looked stunned as he spit blood from his mouth that was rushing in from his sinuses. Flory suffered a fractured cheekbone, fractured orbital socket, and a damaged retina. After facial reconstruction surgery, it only took a couple of months for him to regain full eyesight. Unfortunately, he was unable to perform at his previous ability and was cut from the team the following year. It was the hit that ended his professional career. There's no doubt about it. Soccer is one of the most dangerous sporting events on the planet.
I see some crazy soccer injuries in my time. I tell you what,
the odds of injury are at an all-time
slide
high.
Tackles
one
and
of the
whatnot.
wildest injuries happened in 1981 when Avod Lenin suffered a huge laceration from an opposing team member. As the two men collided, Lenin's thigh was slit open, resulting in a deep wound of about 10 inches. The cut was so deep that fans could see the bone exposed through the muscle tissue. Although a gash like this should cause a player to shudder in extreme agony, Lenin was overcome with anger about the incident. Struggling to stand, he got up to vent his frustrations at the other team's coach. He rushed over and started screaming at the team manager, blaming him for instigating the foul by encouraging his players to be overly aggressive. After 23 stitches and 2 weeks of recovery, Lenin was back in action on the field.
I'm glad he got back, but God,
the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
See, when you get an injury, bro, you never play the game the same again because you're just so cautious
than
now.
One can count. Just ask middleweight champion Anderson Silva. In the 2013 championship bout against Chris Weidman, Silva goes kick so hard that he breaks his own fibula and tibia. Silva's foot wrapped around the back of Weidman's leg like a string of Play-Doh. His face radiated with pain as he clutched his leg.
Well, you ain't the pain they feeling when it happens ain't even as much
Silva
the pain
had
they gonna
orthopedic
feel
surgery that inserted a metal rod
down
inside his bone. A statement from the UFC
but
described the surgery as successful.
Despite
public outcry for him to retire, he returned to the sport. Since then, he has tested positive for banned substances and is currently suspended from fighting in the organization. Downhill skiing is one of the most dangerous sports in the world and sometimes fatal. Professional skiers put their lives on the line every time they make their way down the slopes. Austrian retired
swimming is scary to me. Swimming, well, not swimming in a pool, but swimming in like
in a
2008 river or something. That's terrifying to me.
He
ain't got
loses
control,
his footing
bro.
coming over a
the
hill
river can
and
take your
crashes
life.
into one of the gates. After hitting the ground at a high rate of speed, he becomes unconscious. His lifeless body tumbled down the slope, twisting and spiraling until he slides into a boundary fence. The accident all but destroyed his leg as he was airlifted to a hospital. Due to inadequate circulation below the knee, his leg was subsequently amputated.
That's tragic, bro. That is tragic, bro. Real talk. Them videos, bro. When you see them sports injuries, bro, like whenever it happens to you, you are so cautious from then on. You can never play the sport the same way again. The only guy I can see that plays the sport the same way is Paul George after he got that crazy injury. But I don't know, man. You just so cautious all the time now. But hey, let me know what y'all think in the comments about this jump. But if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and smash that like button for your dog. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, dog. It's your boy NoLimitSquad, man. I'm out, peace.